Last time on Let's Play Metroid Prime 2 Echoes.
Okay, that opens the door and there's a portal to the Dark World. So, wow, I am sucking so badly on these guys. Wow, this is taking forever. Well, it wasn't pretty, but at the end we managed to just by pummeling the regular power beam. Funny how things work out, really. Surprise! The Caretaker class drone is a boss battle! Nope, missed again. Yes! Predicted exactly where it would pop up, and now on to phase 3. Cool. The nunchuck's playing up here significantly. I mean, is this a different kind of nunchuck for you? Because the analog stick is not moving how I'd expect it to. And there we go! That is the Caretaker class drone defeated! So you can scan this. Grapple points to active positions. This tunnel at the end there is a beam ammo expansion. So we now have 200 light and dark beam ammo as a maximum, which is really good. So there's really no excuse not to be using these weapons. Now on this final track again, what we want to do is go on the right hand side here. Drop into this morphle bomb slot, bomb it, and open the way to Dark Ether. Look at there! There's an Ing Hive Temple Key! It's Death Battle's father! I knew I should have upgraded from Windows 10, dang it. As I thought, I completely missed this one right here. Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. In this episode, we're going to be hunting for the last 2 Ing Hive Temple Keys, since we've pretty much got all the power-ups we need, including a handy new tool, which I just about managed to survive on. So we don't have to go far for the first power-up. All you should do is go into the Dark World. Not Dark Visor, in case the Dark Pirate Commanders spawn again, if they do. I want to try something. They do not die to the screw attack. Great. I was kind of hoping they would, but we wouldn't have to deal with it so much. Be right back. Okay, that didn't take as long as I was hoping it would. Anyway, the first part we need to do is actually through over here, because you see this here? This is for our logbook. This is a wall jump surface. Wall jump surface. Area designed to work with screw attack. Perform screw attacks while facing and touching this wall to do a wall jump. This surface was designed to be used in conjunction with the space screw attack system. Perform screw attacks while facing and touching a wall to do a wall jump. So this power, it has the screw attack, but it also has the space jump. It also has wall jumps in it. What next? They're going to put shiny sparks in a 3D game or something? Anyway, as said, you do wall jumps up here, and by doing that, we have access to a missile expansion. You may also remember earlier that one of the Ing Hive Temple Keys is in this room, so I say we try and get it. We jump over this way. I failed to completely activate the screw attack. Not that hard. Well, that was epic! Right, let's see if we can get in a better position going forward, right? Okay, it's very specific in how you activate it, by the looks of it. This isn't working out. Wow, let's try from a longer distance. Nope. Right, that's better. Now we've got a door here which we can't get through. It's the only type of door we can't open yet. So maybe it's quite interesting because we've got most of the power-ups. Anyway, we're going to try and get that temple key here, so let's go for it. We're on top of it. There doesn't seem to be any way in other than that door there. We can't actually get through it this way. We need to take an alternate route. So we have no choice but to go back to the light world. There was at least a power up here, so it wasn't a complete waste of time. So back in the light world, if we go onto the spiral track here and use it to traverse this part over here, we can actually get into this room in the light world. However, if you look at the end, that door, we cannot use it to get to the temple itself because that's a dead end. And unfortunately there's no real power-ups we can get in this area yet. There's just another quad here. So if we go forward, we have an Echo Visor gate here, but it's one of those things which has the weapon which we do not have to be able to access it yet, and the door at the other end. So yeah, unfortunately we still can't really do anything here, so I'm just going to get out of this place and go to where we really need to go. Because what we need to be doing now is going back downstairs and going into the dark world via the portal that we went in the first place to get to this section, as in the one we took to get towards the cleaning robot. And while I'm here, I might as well just chuck a bit of ammo. So yeah, so let's go down here. When you're going down, the only way you can do it is through the maze here. There are multiple routes you can take to get down, so it's a bit flexible in a way, but as you said, we do know that there is one route that has the missile expansion in it. We think that there should be some way activated route back up here, but actually you can go up here in some way if you use a screw attack to get to the other side. I say that and it doesn't really happen that way. There are now res bits in this room, interesting. They replace the quads. The other thing about this, Strategy Fortress does not have the greatest of enemy variety, exactly a lot of quads and res bits. I've got the occasional Ing Smasher, which does provide a big threat, but yeah. I still like the area though, because I think the res bits are one of the more unique enemies I've seen in any video game. Anyway, we're going to the dark world now, and this time I'm not even going to bother dealing with the hunter ring because it's frankly not worth it. But now you open this part here. Wait, is there inglets here, not hunter ring? Wow, that makes things significantly easier. What's that much safe points? But we can afford to stay outside of safe zones for quite some time now because we have so much health thanks to having 11 energy tanks. Anyway, the route forward here is pretty simple. Because now that we've raised this platform here, one visor, we can jump off into here. That will allow us to access this part here. And we might as well just like this. But that does create the path forward we need to go because we open this door right here. We have a series of wall jumps we need to take. So let's do this. Too far back. And you see we've got this big chasm that we go up in the dark world. in the Ing Hive. We're finally actually doing stuff in the Ing Hive, because let's be fair, we haven't needed to go to this place a lot during our time here. All the upgrades have been in the light world. The dark world upgrades have been back in Torvus Bog. I think how things work out really. But anyway, if we go through this door, we can claim our prize. Right here, our second Ing Hive Temple Key. So now that we've got the Ing Hive Temple Key, we can go all the way down here. And go back to the light world. Now we're going to be heading back to the main gyro chamber, because that is where our progress will continue. But actually, no, we will go to the gyro chamber first. There's another power up I wanted to collect that I missed out on previously, so we're going to pick that up. So I shall see you there when we go to the power up we need. Okay, we're in the Hall of Combat Mastery here, which is where we fought many Ing Smashers. We're heading back to the Dark World for a moment. And the reason being is there's a power up that I didn't collect earlier. I did have the chance to do so, but I didn't want to risk it in so much darkness there. But now it seems like a good time to go back to the Ing Hive to collect it. Yes, we're actually doing a lot of stuff in the Ing Hive this episode. Who would have thought it? So all we want to do is go around this way. And then travel all the way to the end here. We have something new to scan here. This is a Dark Diligence drone. Some Diligence drones have been taken by the Ing for possession duties. Their small size and durability makes them excellent scouts, able to go where most others cannot. A Dark Diligence still relies on focused energy being used for defense. Their energy construct nature makes them invulnerable to most attacks. A high-powered burst of light energy can disrupt a Dark Diligence unit. So it's a bit like the light world variants, except these ones require the light beam. If you'll actually let me point at the. I think this is the only one of these in the game. You need to use a charge shot with the light beam. Okay, there's a couple of these, but I think this is the only room where you can find these. So very important to note that those are there. But our prize for defeating both of those is a missile expansion. I mean, you can come back to these anytime, so it's not like if you don't scan them there, they're completely gone, but it's a room that you would go off to the side for collecting a missile expansion, so the fact that there's a very unique scan there is particularly notable. I know, yeah, we are pretty much we're at 13 missile expansions away from having the complete set, so if you're sick of seeing missile expansions all the time, then that's good news. We're also 3 energy tanks away from completion, and we still have a few power bomb expansions to get. I'm not actually going to go. Yeah, I just probably mention first. You may remember that there is a route here, and if you look carefully at our map, we can go through it now. We have the screw attack. I'm not going that way yet. We're not actually going to be getting all the power-ups in Sanctuary Fortress before we leave, and there is a very good reason for that. Obviously, there's a power-up we don't have yet, but yeah, we will actually be coming back to this even long after we finish Sanctuary Fortress. I won't say too much, but you'll see in just due. Okay, we are back in the Dynamo Works area, which is the area we fought the Spider Ball Guardian in, although not in this particular corridor. We're going into the Dark World now, and the reason for that is that we're going to go into this part here. Because now we have the Echo Visor. Well, we could have done this a long time ago. But this is actually the way to, well, you'll know from the Light World, but this is how we're going to get towards the Dark Temple. And it just so happens that the last key is also very nearby. So to open that door, we need to use the Echo Visor. Very simple to do here. It looks like the beacons give off sound waves, which is interesting. Nothing wasn't particularly working on some of these, so I was trying to mangle the ends, but it looks like our way forward has been opened for us. So we now get to see what the main dynamo area looks like in the Dark World. The answer is a slight bit different. There's some differences between the two. There's no lifts by the looks of it. And the nunchucks failed again. It missed out on the action last episode, so it wants to make its presence well known this time. But yeah, it's quite a simple thing here. There's no windows in the Dark World, so you can actually just jump out onto here. And oh, we've seen these things before. Dark tentacles, parasitic in nature. Have a look around here. There is actually a yeah. Okay, so I believe I know where we need to go. The temple key is actually relatively easy to find. Jump up here. I couldn't quite remember where it was, but I knew it was somewhere around this room. Now, going forward, that's the way to the Ing Hive Temple. So we don't actually want to go that right away just yet. Oh, and if you're wondering, there's a spiral track here. So if you want to be a bit more secure, let's kill some of these things and get some pickups. And there we go. Come right here, be careful of the tentacles. It's going to be Pornhub all over again. Right, and now we go on to here. You can boost up to here. This all hits the portal right here, and there is our last Dark Temple Key. We have all 3 Ing Hive Temple Keys, and we can open the Dark Temple. So that means that we are able to we have to finish Sanctuary Fortress now, which is very good. So in order to, you may be wondering what's that other door we haven't been through yet. It's quite simple really. If you've seen the pattern by now, usually before a temple boss battle they do give you the opportunity to recharge your ammo. There's an ammo station near the Torvus Temple. There was an ammo station, well, it was a bit of some way away from the Aegon Temple actually, now I think about it, but come on! Okay, right. If I can get up there, that would be really helpful. Come on, it's not that hard. Try using some spike bombing to the tentacles to get them out of the way. Which side is this? The side I want to be on for showing off purposes. So if we go through here, this is the same door that we were in the dark. Oh, there's a warrior ring here. Something sounded sinister. I clearly got this room within the Dark World. I thought it was a Light World only thing, but no, it isn't here. Anyway, don't mind wasting arrow too much because if we go through here, we have our ammo recharge station. And our supply has been refreshed. Remember that is there because we're going to be needing it. Back up to our full quota, which is now 200 light and dark beam ammo, which is way more than we feasibly need. But I know this is going to be quite a short episode so far, but pretty much the next thing we're doing is the boss. So I'm going to end the episode in just a moment. First, I want to show you, therefore, if you want to make sure you save before the boss battle. So open this door right here with a missile. And there's our save point. In the next episode of Let's Play Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, we're going to be taking on the Ing Hive Temple, our final stop in trying to save the planet Ether from the Ing takeover. We rescue Aegon Waste, we rescue Torvus Bog, and when we get the energy back from Sanctuary Fortress, it will power up the energy controller, and we can finally reactivate and restore the Great Temple to its former glory. See you guys next time.